people aren't quite as excited about this patch. Let's talk about why. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, as always, to another episode of Deadlock Weekly, the show where I get you caught up on all the patches, leaks, community drama, and more every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a little bit of a double whammy this week since I missed last week because of some Easter travel. So, if you want to stay in the loop, be sure to subscribe. And so, guys, as I was packing my bags last Thursday night, we got a big old balance patch, another patch that Valve says is quote-unquote minor, but certainly isn't treated as such. There were various broad stroke balance changes in this recent patch to address the player concerns. Kind of everything that we could get changed in this, in like a minor patch setting, I really think they kind of hit on. But the big change, quote unquote big, centered around troopers and their soul economy around duplications. But there were also big tweaks across the board to heroes and items, particularly E-Shift. And the changes are sweeping, but not drastic. The meta has yet to show a major shift, and certainly won't take a drastic one like one that spawned from the change to 3 lanes or adding in 4 new heroes to the roster. And I've really loved this patch thus far. As somebody who played a ton of almost only Calico for the past month, E-Shift was slowly creeping up earlier and earlier in my bio order, and I only saw it become more and more common on every hero. But I also think E-Shift still remains relevant. I think that they learned from what they did to Veilwalker and didn't want to make it irrelevant by just moving it up to 6k, and being able to cancel it at any time is a huge buff. Somewhere along the way in this video, I use it to escape this Infernus ult for like literally a split second, where previously the Infernus would have had time to then just run away while I was still locked into that void state. And now you can really use it as just like a quick spirit power buff, like right before you ult his Lash or something along those lines, or Calico. And as it comes to the community reaction to this patch, I feel like people are largely happy, but I haven't seen the big overwhelming like, let's go! The Calico's nerfed, 4 new heroes, 3 lanes, this is exciting. That kind of like overwhelming positivity response that we've seen for these prior patches. And I think that is mainly because this patch had a lot of expectations, and it basically met all of those, and the major shakeup was the troop economy changes. The stuff that they changed in this patch was kind of things that people had been saying, we need this change for a couple of weeks. And those big major shakeup to the troop economy, we just haven't seen it like shake its way out into the meta quite yet. And this is all the while we know that another large patch is incoming, likely very soon, and I think we all kind of have our eyes still set on that. We're excited to see what that's going to do for the game next. And so let's crack into Deadlock Fight Night, guys. I've got the last couple weeks of tournaments for you here, just to keep it moving and get you caught up from what we missed last week. So, in North America for Deadlock Fight Night number 22, Team Melee Creeps won for the first time since Deadlock Fight Night number 15. Congrats to those guys. Welcome back into the fold. And then in Europe for number 22, One Win defeated Virtus Pro to take their 4th win in a row, which I think is the longest win streak for any team in Deadlock Fight Night history. A big achievement for them as well. Then 23 this past Wednesday night, Melee Creeps wins again for the 2nd week in a row, defeating a new challenger, the Crayon Eaters. Yikes, I wouldn't be caught eating any of those. And then in Europe, number 23, finally, Virtus Pro stands back on top, defeating One Win. Are these two sounding like a pattern yet? Then, guys, it's something a little bit interesting for you. We got a community tournament for the first time for something that isn't Deadlock Fight Night. If you can even, I think that one's a little bit bigger than a community. I guess it is a community tournament, but you know what I mean. I feel like Deadlock Fight Night, that's a little bit bigger than a community tournament. But we have a full through and through community tournament going on this week, Deathy's Death Slam. It had open signups. I'm sorry for not getting an episode out last weekend to alert you all about those signups, but Deathy said he's hoping to get another one going on in the future, so I'll definitely let you know. And I'll know because I want to play in the next one. Next up, guys, I got Winrates Weekly for you. These are from the last 14 days to take into account the episode that we missed last week. First thing worth noting is that 7's win rate is still much higher than the rest, and I think that is the big and notable change. There aren't a ton of other ones. Abrams and Viscus have higher pick rates, notably higher than the weeks before, but we really still are in a time of settlement in the current meta, while we see how the soul duplication changes shake out across the community. And it really feels like the next patch could be the big one. I think we would have seen 7 get more significant changes in the past couple of patches if what they were working on didn't mean a major shakeup to him. And considering that he is the highest win rate hero because he can jungle people so effectively, I think that'll trickle down to the rest of us. Whatever they have cooking is going to change the way that we all get souls, or maybe use them, items, wink wink. And I think you can expect to see that coming in pretty soon. And so guys, that's all I got for you this time. I want to mention the Discord. We got that up and run. If you want to come hang out, talk to me, other members of the community, submit your gameplay for future videos, or if you got news, something that you want to hear mentioned on Deadlock Weekly, that is the perfect place to do it. And just come say hi. I'm talking about, I don't know, all other types of crap down there. So if you want to come and hang out, definitely come and do that. And so guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again next weekend. Peace.